Yep, we're back to number 5. Back to number 5. And we're tied for number 5. Ah! The captain! The captain! Tied us. We're only 2 away from 3. You know, we had a couple of deaths. Like the summoning book randomly died. Now, I'm not going to start another run, but I'll show you really quick. If we were to start a run, right here, not chaos, it's curse. But nobody has that because that's I need 182 more with all heroes combined. All heroes combined. Okay. Okay, so I take it all back. You can get curses. That's how you do it. So I just need to unlock another hero and play a run with the other. Should we do it now? I know we were talking undead, but should we do that? Because that's doable. But if we want to try to get one more point and move up in the ranking, we could conceivably, with another good run, we could conceivably get rank 3. It's 2 points away. And maybe that's what we want to do. Day 1, leave that legacy. Oh, I don't even get items. Oh, this is going to be awful. It's going to be awful, chat. I have to play to unlock it.
I've trained my whole life for this moment.
Solidifies. Yes, top player. Yes. So, can I get more than the max? Apparently you can. Okay, so let's think about this. If we do this, at the very beginning, I use a outpost to get wheat to get a income building. If I do this now, I no longer have to do that, and instead I can use the outpost for another the barrier thing. In fact, you know what? We could almost do that. If I had one more either witch or just another gold start, because I could do this, because I need this to be 5. I could basically just have all 4 of my things, all 4 of my outposts. I could start them all as what's the difficulty thing? The 10% difficulty. Now we might just die because I had 20% there. We had a couple of times where we did, but 10% more of the 500 we had would be 50, and we could get another 50, and that would be number 1. If we win. But I wouldn't be able to get to the keep leveled up immediately because I need one more gold. How would we get a gold early? I guess we could maybe just buy one. We could see if it's in the shop. Plus, I need to start over. I need to play a run with her anyway because I don't have any items starts. Like, I'll get 4 items next run. So this is the unlock run. That's what we're gonna do. So Quimmy, like that's possible, but I think it's not going to work that way, even though it reads that way. That is how it reads. But I don't think it's going to work that way. What does she do? Commands the water nearby monsters, dragging them towards her. Okay, so she can cause them to be killed sooner. I guess that's a thing. Where's our stuff so we can build? I think I'll build the quarry here, not here, even though it's closer. Build the quarry here, that way we can build our houses here and here. Also, I don't know if we'll get the same build going. It might be a totally different build, so who knows. I don't know, because the 508 is also my, like, global of all my heroes, just the 2, but all my heroes is my highest, And 508 plus 182 is 700. It sounds like 700 is just the threshold. Because 508 and 310 puts us at 818. And then that puts you at, what? Like 1,010? Is it 1,000? Well, then it would be a nice round number after all. Okay. So these are gonna be my 3 houses. You're gonna get the decoration. You're gonna get the house. Time for these things. So we're thinking we want 3 of them? This is crazy. Or do we go all 4? And just try on the bonfire. 10% more monsters. I'm just gonna try. We'll see how far we get. I mean, the hero has no items, but we do get more items overall. Thanks to the... I'm assuming you're still getting the caravan. We are. Okay. Yeah, trying out different... That makes sense. It does make sense. It really does. But normally I get the extra upgrade here. So that's the question is when... Like, how can we get... like, I need to have a gold show up here in 2 turns, essentially. And I'm not happy about missing out on that. The two days of lesser taxes. We want our taxes. Also, we can't hire any new units or anything, so I don't know if she's actually good. We're about to find out. Does she do damage? 10? She seems like a support hero. Weird. What is that even doing? I guess it's an AoE. Dragging them towards her, but she's not there. She's traveling away. So, okay, I saw that pull. But she might also pull them back, too. Weird. Very weird. But we're getting damage here. I can finally progress. It's been so painful. Barely made it. Okay, we could do the Djinn again. That is a big part of our boss fighting. Kind of, would like changes. In general, I like the Stormcaller, and he is going to apply Shock. Doesn't Shock have... Like, there's a relic that I think Shock and Water work together. But is she actually doing... She's doing water damage, but she's not applying Wet, right? It's just water damage. So maybe that's not a thing. We could make it a thing. Let's make it a thing. I don't know if it's a big deal. I'll send these guys out too. Ahoy! I don't have items. Maybe we'll get something. Well, Shock and Wet, but she doesn't do Wet yet, so we have to make it a thing by getting Wet, getting a ability to apply Wet. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this in mind because we can maybe get an item from here at only a 1 cost. We really need this to be an ore, or a gold ore. Okay, we're max on wood, so we can get our next house. Now we go for our Sawmill. It's not an encouraging sign. I did see the lightning effect here. That's shock effect. Well, I guess that's just what he's doing anyway. Okay. That's right, and the food got to cook, so full level, round 1. Oh no. I don't have any, I just spent them all. Alright, or... all our hopes and dreams have been dashed. Now I can't level this thing. Well, how much is the gold mine's 5 planks. Let's get to work. I do need to find... Oh! Forgot about that. I do need to find... I know I've got more of these. So extra wood, because we hopefully will be able to... In fact, I need to... This. I can't... Yeah, that's not repaired. It's a wood. I think I've got a couple more floating around. And if we can get one that's a gold... Maybe? Because that would be, like, if we could get one as gold, then we could just restart and have, like, the ideal start. And I can't see any of that, so I guess not. The X? I mean this? X marks the spot? These are where events, like, mostly random resources, but can be, like, heroes and other things show up at. There's various X's, that's just one. So there's one there, like, there's one here. I think that's, like, usually the one you first start with. Actually, no, you start with this one, on the beach. I don't know how I feel about the hero. It is an AoE. I'll give it that. I'm actually thinking about getting the gold mine before the quarry, which is wild. In Stonehenge. I don't know, sometimes I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, just this? Oh. Yeah, this is where you first learn about the witch in the first place. When you see the apple, it's letting you know that the witch might be there. So this was the first witch that we got, and then there was one up here, and there's the other berry. And then we just got this one. Now we need to find the next one, which might already be on the map somewhere. I don't know. Do you? No, you just have items. And then these are like offensive items or status items. I don't know. There it is. 40. See, usually that's about all the berries you can afford. Because then you end up running out of berries if you do too many. And then usually I switch to start getting fish. To augment it, and then we decide if we're going to go hunting or if we're going to do the berry build like we did last time. I don't ever do the bread, but I haven't played enough to really decide that bread is awful. Like I did, by just getting one more here, like bread is viable now because you saw how we actually had tiles that we weren't using. Also, we can do this. Let's do one more. So we could do it now, but I don't, like when I first started the game, you don't have the room to make bread. And so I think it's like a red herring to like, you know, draw you in. Now I could, and I don't know how I feel about that. I could do a bread build now, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna use planks for gold mine, but this is such a huge economy thing to do right now. I've got more planks already. It was just a matter of getting them home. Meanwhile, we're over here dying. Need to get that quarry to start getting a soldier because these guys are in trouble. It is helpful. It's very helpful. The calendar. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
This better be good.
We're not going to sell our ore. There they are. Good call. Yeah, they appeared at some point. We knew that. We're just going to figure out where.
Yo ho ho.
Oh, we have the wrong ogre. He doesn't use rage. Gold. We must tax the people. What use has a beer? It. Oh, nice. You can use it to do two things that I found. One is to pay this guy for items. Well, three things. Pay this guy for items. So he's using the beer. In fact, I think we're gonna buy that beer and do that now. So we're gonna do that. The other thing you can do is when you get far enough along, there's a unit, the bard, gets recruited using it and upgraded using it. And then finally, just by having it, you can click it to get like a power boost. I don't understand, and maybe somebody in chat can tell us what the power boost does. But when you have it in your inventory, which I'm about to do, I now have one in my inventory. And then you see this boost button. It's behind the food, but every time I use my push to talk, the food pops up. So here it is. I can boost, and I get like some sort of damage boost. I don't know the specifics on that damage boost, but that's the other thing. You can have it as like a backup plan in an emergency. But I am going to use it to probably just get more damage on my main hero here. The other character's not a ranged, are you? Yeah, you're a summoner. Can't set out the parts yet. They need a day. We need to start getting fish so we don't use up all the berries just in case. Okay. Quarry. Ah. There we go. Now we'll work the quarry. And I'm specifically putting the quarry farther away from the resource because if I put it over here, there's a chance, like last game, that the quarry, when he's building the road, he won't go to the left where I have all the stuff, the houses. So now he's much more likely to get the houses. That was more important to me. Nice. With the level and that item we just got, we're hitting for 18. We're actually doing some damage now. Yay! Shard. Probably need to keep our eyes open for resistance reduction items, because so far everything's magic damage, right? Okay, boards. That'll let me build a road builder already, but no, we wanted port. That's what we wanted. Tomorrow you do that. Do we have enough? We almost. Let's do it. We're gonna get another nun. We're gonna do that. Let's try to force that. This early? That's good. That would be a ton of faith. What do you have? Nothing that is going to decide the game. The bloat! The bloat's a goat! I mean, we gotta get it. We gotta get it, obviously. I don't actually know if the bloat's better than the other ones. I just feel better about it because of the massive AoE it does at the end of the game. Don't die, though. Like, it is kind of vulnerable, so it is kind of a problem.
Ready for action.
Okay. Now this, he does use rage, and I have a rage item, so that's possible. And I've actually done a really good run with him. We do the Jinn, we'd have some serious single target damage. We already have some, I'll call it AoE, with the new hero and the other thing. Like, this is reliable single target damage. And the Ghost, it actually does a lot of AoE damage. It's a lot. I just don't ever have it hitting what I need it to hit. Like, I've never been excited about it. I've had a great run with the troll. The thing that annoyed me with the troll is when I got it to level 3, this regenerate. Like, the troll can sit on a tower and hit everything. Like, it was way in the background. I wasn't having it tank. And the regenerate is a tanking thing. I mean, it's a troll, of course it is, but his health isn't that much to begin with. Like, I didn't view him as a tank, even though it says role as tank. Maybe because of the regenerate, it's really is a tank. Maybe. And maybe I need to think of it that way. Maybe we should try it that way. Maybe we should play it. Have another tank. We know this is strong. We know this will carry us. But we're going to do something different. Can't send that out because I just did the in there. So I'm gonna try to get the 5 boards so we can start getting the road builder. I mean, he is regenerating 1 all the time, and potentially I can give him that rage right now. What is the rage going to even do for him, though? It's just the rock, right? And damage. There's some items that buff when you have rage. We saw one. I'm going to do it anyway. So, more rage. He'll be an off tank if need be. It's fine. Yeah, we got the quarry. So we need we're getting boards to start having it build the road. That's the next step. I feel like I'm feeling okay on the economy. I really am. Even though we had that little bit of a slow start, I don't think it was like a game-ending start. And we can get past that. Did you offer like plus to health?
All right. Happy to help.
No, in the previous run you did. We'll keep our eyes open. Did this have health? No. But it had the resistance reduction. It's kind of nice. I could do this for the item. I guess I will, but these are scary. How are we doing on the berries? Not quite there. Now we have 2 heroes, so we'll have to eat them. Well, they'll eat the fish. We've got all of these, like, fire in random direction abilities. And that's why I like the genie, because it's going to always target the closest and take him out. Hey, that's reliable to me. Now, food. We're going to do that. What are we going to upgrade? Probably the quarry? Or the gold mine again? Like, late game, that's what we use the most of. I can do the fish. If we're not going to do... Yeah, let's do the fish, because if I'm not going to do a berry run, which we don't know if we will or not, it just wasn't available right now. And that's kind of when we need to decide. So if we're not going to do that, then let's upgrade the fish. Yeah, pirates get more pricey, so that's probably the last one we'll do for a while. The question I have right now is, do I go ahead and get the soldier? Because he's going to be my real tank. As always. As it should be. I can't afford the slot on the board, though. That costs 6, I think. I think it's going to be the burn. We've got all these AoEs. I know the burn's not a ton of damage, but it's a lot of AoEs we got going. I don't think I want to do it necessarily on her, because I think she can. If we can get more just power, I think it will scale better. So maybe it's on our troll, but the troll's supposed to be tanking. Do we do it on this guy? Let them eat fish. Like, I'm okay with the burn on any one of the 3. I really am. The hammer is possible 3, like, because she's doubling whatever. So we would get 6 on her attack. It's okay. You can actually see the multiplier over there. Briefly, I think that didn't show the multiplier, but now it does. The rage is only like, it's a common item. Like, you got the legendary, rare, and common. There's an epic in between that on that, and we already have 1 on him. And I think if we get any more items for him, it's going to be defensive. Like, I'm going to keep him up front in hopes that we can utilize this regenerate ability he has. So I want defensive items on him. Rage is offense for him to attack with 20% damage boost. But we already have 1, so I think that's not my priority. I think it's going to be fire. The question is on whom? And I really could justify it on just about anybody. I think our hero is hitting the most often, but it's also the one that's most affected by. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be this guy. It's fine. That said, he is our only guy that can go on this turn. Do we dare? If actually we totally can, because I can grab this right now. Oh, it'll be the next day. Ah, all right, it's the next day. Mistake. It's fine. Oh, it's boss. I'm not paying attention. Sorry. Still, he'll just get some XP. He would have gotten 5 more XP if we waited another day, and I wouldn't have to waste food on him. Mistakes were made. I don't really trust all these casters. They're getting the job done, but I don't really trust it. Really annoyed about the 5 XP we just missed out on. Rage can reduce damage by up to 50%. This first time I'm legitimately gonna have a troll up there tanking, so sure. Where's our boat? Now, we should be able to get another cream soda from this on the second level of that, so we can get an item from here if there's something worth getting. A tome. Yeah, that's awesome. We'll do that. How did I lose out on XP? Good question. So by beating the boss, you get happiness. 5 happiness per end of the week boss. Happiness is 1% damage per happiness for the whole empire, but it's also new units start with 1 more XP per happiness. So if I waited a turn and didn't have this guy just sitting in here eating my food, he would have, and recruited him next turn, he would have had 5 experience points instead of the 1 experience point that he got from eating my food. I would have 1 more food, and he would have 4 more XP. So if I knew what day it was, I could have done this much more efficiently, but I failed. All right, let's see what else is out here. The forbidden fruit is out here. Is it necessary? We already have, because cookies is great. We could even do bait. We already have level 2. Like, a big reason for the fruit is so I can get the 3 levels of nuns. But we already have level 2, and I could just not get the 3rd level of nun. That's possible. You can play a run with that. Otherwise, it's just making sure you have enough food. Now, right now, without the net, I'm not confident I have enough food. So what I could do instead is we could just get the bait, which will make sure we get an extra animal, and we can do the hunter, which we haven't done yet. I think I'm okay with the hunter. The cookies is actually more interesting. Evolution chance. I had a question on that yesterday, and so chat told me that, and there seems to be the way it is that when enemies spawn, they have a chance to have that evolution, and then those ones can drop shards, which are the metagame currency. So but I'm spending banishes to get a small percentage chance to get shards for the metagame. But then the banishes are gone, and I don't have the safety net. You know. Now we could spend 1 more banish and get a little bit more, That's fine. I think I'm okay with doing this. Cookies more fun, but I do need to make sure we secure a food source. Maybe, hold on, didn't we say we were maybe gonna do bread this run? I've got all the buildings for it. I've never actually successfully done a bread. If we do the cookies, we can do bread for our food source. Cookies also have, because of the world events, they're also probably more of the blockers, which is more glory, right? Okay. So we're already gonna have a person. I thought I sent them. Did they not go? Need to get more houses. But I definitely need to get the hunting going now. Well, no, the bread going. Goodness. So we need the farm. Yes, we have cookies. The things I do for you, Hidasha. The sacrifices I make. Here, get an item here. I gave you a cookie. Ooh. Oh. Okay, we got some choices. It's gonna be the chalice. But I'm really gonna be sad about not having the freeze. If this was not this early in the game, it wouldn't necessarily be the chalice. But this early in the game, it's the chalice. I have to have somebody to put that on. Because none of these guys are throwaway. The easiest one to do is just get the crosswoman and do it on him. Road builder can't work, a bush spawns. Okay. Of course the road builder can't work. I'm paying him good money. Pirates take a couple of days. I don't know if it's random or if it's just always a long time. It feels a long time. So we got 6 stone. Like my whole economy is going to be different because of the bread, and I'm not comfortable, but I'm willing to try it. But if we're going to use this chalice, I'm going to have to throw it on somebody. And I might have to recruit somebody to make that work. But by recruiting, it's even more food. Wetness? What did... I mean, we're having wetness because it's rainy. It's rainy out right now. Like when I highlight that. So everybody's getting a debuff. Yeah, everyone's wet because of that. So we're getting the lightning. But the lightning guy is gone right now. He's doing the quest. Fine. So we're gonna need. I could get the windmill. I just don't have any wheat yet. I need that farm. I don't want to go for the hunter because it's just a wasted spot. I also am wondering if I want to try to do an early smelter, but I gotta get these houses. So I guess we don't need stone. That's what I'm getting at, is we don't need stone. Thing for 3 faith. Yeah, we just did with the yeah, we're gonna get this. Yes, I'm saving up for that right now. And then we're gonna get another faith per day because of the chalice. So we're actually gonna get 4 faith on top of the nuns for another 2 per tax. And I think we're getting a couple of taxes today, which is not bad. Like, for us not having berries, like, I feel like we're having a good faith game. By berries, I mean like the actual build that we've done the last 2 successful runs. But food is our problem. We're about to run out.
Lord?
Also, I always forget I need to get a well. Well. There's one more stored in there so we can get the windmill. What was that guy? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why you gotta be so nosy? No, I'm kidding. That is the mystic. And he upgrades your units if you have a unit that needs upgrading. Or let's not say upgrade, let's say unlocks your units. So the passives down here are all locked when you first start, and you have to pay a meta resource in order to gain that on these units. It's just I've played these units multiple times, so I've already unlocked the passive, and that's permanently unlocked. And I don't have any new unit yet that I haven't played for him to do it. So in lieu of that, without having an unlock, he gives you a banish, which is in our case even more useful because the banishes I can turn into the ritual, which gives us a higher % chance for monster evolution, which means more shards. It's all connected. Another one. Isn't there one of those already over here? Or did she leave? She probably left. I can't afford it yet. Okay, so we can make our watermill. Rainbow Bricks is another like really rare meta resource that lets you start with different items, which this is a new hero, so I couldn't start with any new item. And apparently, they also break stumps. There was a stump here, we needed 10 of them to break the stump. We have now broken the stump. We're gonna have to buy food. Buy this too. I could do the steak. It is more XP. But right now, we're looking for quantity, not quality. The steak's cool. Like, you get the raw meat. If you don't eat the raw meat, it will upgrade by being, you know, over time it's being cooked. It'll turn into cooked meat. And if you don't eat that, it'll turn into good meat. Apparently. I don't think I've ever actually gotten it that far. The problem is the raw meat is worth the same XP as the fish. And unless you have, like... Remember, berries are worth less XP. The last run we did, we had the item that gave them more XP, so they were interchangeable. They were randomly chosen. But they're always going to pick the more XP one, which means they're just going to eat the raw meat, and it won't get cooked. So it's going to be basically a fish. And it's a really expensive fish at that point. Need the wheat guy. Where are you? Or I'm not that. I just need wood for the wheat guy. Do you eat fish? No, I think it's random between the same like XP quality. So these both give 2 XP, and it'll just randomly choose between them. So you have a mix of both. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but that's been my impression. So if we ever get our road builder to work, we can actually upgrade the towns there. Yeah, that's my impression. You'd have to get a bunch of meat and fish to ever get the well meat. Exactly. But generally at that point, you run out of animals because there's only like 6 at a time. Now you can get more by harvesting the thickets, and you get like 2 more animals per thicket, but the thickets go away. And then you're like, well, now what do I do? Road's still not connected. Oh, we do have... Hold on. We do have our wood for the harvest, so we should do a farm. And then I will do... Oh, we need to... Oh, goodness. And we're going to put all our farms up here. So this is going to be down here, the monument. And then... Like, I'm just used to having the siege building there, so we are going to make our windmill. But I still need... planks now for the bread. Like this is what I'm talking. Like it's a lot of work to get bread going. And we just lost the book. Ah! They're so useless. I need the planks to get a wall. Yeah, lost to glory. We are rank 5 in the world right now because we're tied with rank 4. That one glory would potentially have put us in rank 4, but it's neither here nor there. That's fun. More goodies. The fishing net. Ooh. The Bush of Life is interesting too, but we're less interested in bushes because we've already made the commitment, but the fishing net could get us in the stopgap. Short term. Is it worth the whole item for the short term? Actually, what's our tree status? I haven't been growing any. We're getting low. Like, we're already going to be doing bread for sure. But we're going to have to augment it. I think I'm going to do fishing.
X marks the spot.
Boss comes every week, so day 14. I'm not really sure I want the builder. We're getting ingots from this. We're actually close to getting that upgraded. That's nice. Do we have any being offered here? Of course not. Okay, we need more workers. Is this done yet? It's not done. Desperately need more workers. It's down here. It's a new week. Bloats? No bloats. Yeah, we need more houses, but that costs wood, and I've been spending it on these food-producing buildings. I'll leave that there, though. Like, I need walls pretty badly, actually. Was that the Demon Kingdom putting a bounty out on hobbits? Is that what I just saw? I know we wanted a tank, but we have the thing. I'm gonna use it. Alright, the road builder can't work because it's raining again. That's why we're struggling on the road. Oh, hold on. Hey. Get some damage going. Before he just dies, it looks like. So I really need a wall, but I can't do any bread until... Ah! We only have the 4 workers. You know what? We haven't done the boss yet. I don't even know if we can. We've been hurting. Like this has not been a very easy run. I need to get the crossbowman out there for some damage. Pirates are back. This will be our last day with food, unless we get everything up and running. It's gonna take a while still. Like we have to generate the wheat, we have to turn it into the flour, and then we have to actually make the bakery. There it is. And that costs the same 6 that I'm needing to make the wall with, and the wall's gonna be priority, I think. But we are gonna try to get, what do we need the most? Probably wood. Is this thing always more difficult? Yeah, look at that. He is always more difficult. 1100? I didn't actually realize that these are different from each other. 350? That's why I didn't realize, because they weren't different from each other until you get to that guy. All right. So we're going to get the wheat, I guess, so I can have a head start on a little bit more bread. We're going to try to get the wheat. I don't know if we can. I have no confidence in this group right now. Where's my road builder? Where are you? There he goes. Okay, he's building. Right a bit earlier? You can't because it's so much building. It's so much. It's just we spent a lot of our food to get there on the nuns. Remember, we did that extra like 14 food on the nuns in order to be greedy. And honestly, I don't really regret it. You're not going to starve to death. You're just going to slow down your XP gain. Oh, she can't level up? Probably because of summoning. Aw. Didn't know how that worked. Dinosaurs are very scary. Never fighting those. Learned my lesson. Conceivably, we could do the boost. Ooh. That's a good hit. We're doing some damage. Yeah! Is What's-Her-Face still around? We needed the 12 shards to get the item. It doesn't look like it. I don't remember where she was particularly. I think she's gone. She doesn't stay around. No time for small talk. Do we go for the wall? We did get that extra unit. Maybe we can hold for a turn and I can get my food going? We already almost have the 8. We need to get a little bit more, but we can get our next house going too. That's right, they're still fighting. Oh, am I doing the wrong one? I'm doing the wrong one. Yeah, that one. We're doing pretty well on stockpiling things. Is there anything worth picking up? Maybe grab this just to build our wall sooner, but it feels greedy. I could get the shield for our tank. That seems worthy. And then maybe Radiance. I plan on picking up the Monk, and we're going to need to do something like Radiance. So we need a support. So I think the Monk will do Radiance, and if we can get...
Time just redeemed Mechabellum. Shields up.
That's right, shields up. Welcome back. Hopefully your meeting went well. Barely conscious. We were knocked down to 7 when I started the run, and we finished the run, made a new high score for our personal high score, and got back to 5th, but tied for 4th and 2 points away from 3rd. So we're trying again, but we're trying again on a different character, which I didn't realize was not going to have all the same like unlocks. So it's kind of at a disadvantage, but we've had a great start. I think we got a good chance. Yeah, what advantage is entering Tavern last? So the only way I can figure is I could basically throw that. Essentially, the good food has always gone first. So we've got fish, we got fruit. The fish is going to get eaten first. Whoever's last gets the fruit. My understanding, which I could be wrong, is that if I have a unit that I don't care to fight with, like my crossbowman right now, I could give the crossbowman the cloverleaf, so he doesn't eat a fish. It'll be all gone. He eats that. But am I going to spend a resource on? No, I'm not spending a resource. So I think I do want that Radiance. I feel like we're doing a lot of magic damage, so I think that's going to be helpful, but I just don't have the unit to put it on yet. What else we got out here? I think she sells items for gold instead of faith. Yes. Health? Do I dare throw that on my other guy? Do I have room on my other guy still? Let me check. Yeah. He's supposed to be a tank. I don't think he... I say that loosely. I think he's a off tank. But still, an off tank. Almost got that road done. What else was... Oh, the gold. I know what we needed. Deposits. Yeah, we're going to spend the gold on this. I don't know if I need it right now, but we're going to need to do that. That's 25 gold is going to be for that. And I almost always forget until it's too late. Last run was a problem. Let's click it. I know my own forgetfulness. And so it's not efficient to click it right now, but it's efficient, more efficient than forgetting it later. Of course, now we can't send off the pirates. That's awesome. Okay, and we can challenge... Ooh, hold on. The boss is likely the fire boss, right? I need to make sure I do these quests. But if I do the quest here... I think they're leaving this round. Let's see if the Stormcaller's gone right now. Yeah, he's gone right now. So we're not going to challenge the boss just yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I just spent all of my gold! And this is gonna be a new hero. Remember what I said? Like, this is inefficient? It's really inefficient now. We don't even have this revealed to get some quick cash. Alright, what are we missing out on? Marksman for 13. I might get 13 by the end here. Like, I can leave him there, but I don't think he stays. I think he's gone after a turn. Yeah, I think we're getting 3 per tax, so I think we can get him. I think we can. We'll be okay. These are just so fast. Okay, the food is up and running. There we go, food up and running. Can't go fishing, bad weather, so I guess we're gonna go back to stone and this. What do the different kingdoms do? Great question. No. Like, when you ask, there's somebody else who'd prefer to lurk and isn't asking but is wondering. So the kingdoms, I assume you're talking about these off to the side. These are basically just another way for the roguelike element to play into the game. They're not actively like playable or anything, but what they are doing is every round, if I'm picking between, and it's not available till you've like beaten the game once. But when you pick which monster and there's like a kingdom, basically think of it as like a bounty that the kingdom's offering. They want those things dead. So like the demons wanted the halflings dead. Understandable, you know. Sauron has learned his lesson. When you get 3 favor, so you just get a favor. When you get 3 favor, they will just outright give you an equipment. And so by the end of the game, last game, everybody had an equipment. Like I was rolling in equipment, which was very, very rare when I first started playing the game. Like equipment was like, wow, I got one thing, and I felt good about it. So you get a lot more equipment now. Now I do need to keep an eye on, there's 4 field deposits. We're gonna have to upgrade the grower at some point to grow more fields, but the next step is to actually get our walls that we've been delaying this whole time. All right, and we're gonna put the sniper on it, which I've never had. So marksman, a powerful shot, single target, makes perfect sense. Kind of glad we didn't have the genie, otherwise he'd be really redundant with that. Puts on a tower, no surprises with the range. And unlock the passive. So remember that guy that came by, he'll offer to teach us the unlock for it, the mystic. So I can change this caravan to, if I can find him. Okay. There he is. So now we'll have the mystic show up and we'll be able to unlock his power. Six, let's get a wall. Oh, and we finally finished, finally. This is the whole reason why I unlocked that character, because it's been blocking me forever. And holy damage, we can do holy damage. Might not be this particular run, but we'll do it. Yeah, you can upgrade the houses, but only once. And I've already done both of them. So we need more houses, which is more wood. And we just don't have the workers because it takes 3 workers to get bread. Bread is the most ridiculously expensive food resource in the game. We're trying different things. Yeah, we are making bread now. It is official. So this will be the first day that they're actually eating bread. We have 2 of it. And it's worth more XP, so that'll help. Wow, we actually... We're sending the zombies into... Ah! Hero's doing some work still. There's the bread. He's happy. Newcomer shows up, grabs some bread. He's happy. The troll gets a fish. And you get a berry. We're still not getting a lot of... Like, these berries, we're not creating any new. Like, that's still the reserves. Not sending you out. Why can I not upgrade? Oh, it's because I keep... Every time I look to upgrade it, it's because this thing's out here and it pins you, so you can't do anything. Ah! Okay. I need wood. I also need to get a... I need a tower. Really badly. Are we... We don't have any gold. I can't buy this. The hero doesn't eat. The actual hero. The rest are soldiers. But the actual hero doesn't eat. Are you playing the game or are you just watching mine? Like, are you doing both? Upgrade the marksman. I was saving up the gold for the castle. That was the plan. Like I almost every game of this variety I play economically versus, you know, the strength. Ooh, also we need to save up and get our other bloat here. I almost forgot about him. So we've got some stuff for our gold. Definitely not sending out the pirate right now. But I don't have anyone fishing here either. That's a problem. Yeah, greed. It's true. I admit it. I admit it. We all have our faults, our failures, our vices. Well then, all right, job's done. That worked out okay. Now, if it wasn't for the food situation, I could get my monk going right now. Okay, day 13. Because, like, we're barely making it on food. And I need to get more wood for more houses really badly. But I also need to get a tower. And a grower. And you know what? With us having 3, we also need to get our smelter. Hillhome, hello. You are currently a reverend? Yeah, I was 13 years and I'm still working at a church. A year ago I switched gears. Might not have been my plan, but that is the plan. And so I switched gears, different role. I work in their office of a whole different church, but I'm there, still involved. You're 18? All right. Wonderful. Nice to meet you. I need to get more stone so we can get the smelter. You're 13 on Twitch? This is how are you streaming or just watching Twitch? I have been streaming for 2.5 years. We're actually coming up to next month. Big announcement, I guess. Next month, in 2 weeks from today, will be the partnerversary of the channel. So I started streaming in like March of 2022, I think it was. We hit associate. It's not associate. What's the affiliate? Affiliate in like May. It was awesome. And then it took a while, but we got to partner in November. And so Twitch only celebrates one. It doesn't start your it'll initially celebrate your like starting of streams. Then it'll celebrate your affiliate anniversary, but it like upgrades that, and then it's not that it does anything. It's renaming it. So now that I've hit partner, it pushed like the birthday back. So the birthday for the channel is now with the partner, and that is in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. How many factions in the game are there? So playable, just 2. And they're very different from each other on how they play. So 2 factions. There are, in the lore, I think there's 8? And so you'll get units from these different factions to play, but you won't have a castle that you're, and a base that you're building for the other factions yet. I don't know, maybe there's plans for the future. Faster than light! Yeah. So FTL is one of my favorite games of all time. It was one that got me thinking about making board games. And thanks for the follow too. I never made board games. I haven't made any, but I made a prototype. Half the board gamers out there have made their own prototype of something, and it never gets made. But that was my dream. Was I wanted to make a sit around the table co-op FTL like, and because it was just such a great thing. I just was like, I want to play co-op, and so let's make my own. Anyway, it was very inspiring. Yeah, they do need lots of bones. FTL, see, I missed all of that. I played it. No, I was there. I wasn't there like when it first started, not with the Kickstarter, but like when it went on live on Steam. I was like, that sounds perfect for me. And of course, it's like my first real roguelike. And even though calling it a roguelike does, like, real roguelike, it's the modern, first modern roguelike, right? Because that term has been tossed around to being almost meaningless now. But like, that was my first experience with that sort of gameplay. Absolutely fell in love with it. I've been playing roguelikes ever since. Alright, so the Mystic will get us to unlock. Increase strength by 30% against stunned targets. Okay. Okay, it's interesting. I can stun things. Like, we can get catapults and whatnot. We're not going to get our four boards, are we, to be able to get the crossbowmen on board. So maybe, because it's a boss, we'll just do this. No, we'll put you up front, of course. You're our off-tank. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Did everyone eat last run? Last day? This is almost out of that. We need to move a guy over there shortly. Hades 2 at the moment? Yeah, there's been a lot of people streaming that and just having fun with it in general. One of my primary bread and butter streams is a game called Mechabellum. It is a PvP auto-battler, strategy auto-battler. But rather than being like Teamfight Tactics or Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which obviously as an auto-battler, it's very, very similar, like similar DNA. But it's presented in a much more tactical way. So you have a robot army versus another robot army, and it's all about your positioning and your composition, and you have access to everything. There's less. We always complain about RNG. There is RNG in the game, but it's way less RNG than all the rest of those. So it's much more tactical, deterministic. Deterministic is the word. Okay. First time ever using this hero, so first time seeing these options. So increases damage by 1% for each wet target. Are we actually am I inflicting wet? I don't think I am. Increased duration of wetness, but am I inflicting wet? I don't think I am. Yeah, heal applies wetness. See that on the heal? It applies wetness. And then heal by 5 when killing a wet target for everybody. Now, don't I have an item? No, I don't. But we do have the lightning. And shock, we thought, added something with wet? I mean, it makes sense, but I thought that was a thing. Battle Brothers and XCOM gives RNG salt, yeah. So, we're gonna do the level. I don't know which one I want, because I don't have any way to apply wetness. So let me look around. Let's see if we've got a... No. I don't think we have it, because I would have picked it up already.
Huh.
Oh, nice. No. Oh, but there's something here. Here you are. I can't provoke. Okay. You don't have anything. Oh, but it's the last day. We do need to buy our bloats. Can't do it yet, because I need to make sure that I'm not missing out on something. Look at my hero. This, like, it does a water attack, but water is just the element. Wetness is a status effect. Yeah, you'll do great when it's raining. It's true, but it's not raining today. Like, this will apply wetness, and then everybody heals when killing wet. Like, this means we will have that happening. I don't know how often we need the heal, though, and most of our guys don't have enough health to survive long enough for that heal to apply. but I think I'm going to do it. 5 seconds duration is a lot if we can have somebody else apply it. I don't know. I'm going to do it. We still are, by applying wet, we have fire, we have shock. We are now going to benefit from that. Like, we can actually use the wetness for its primary purpose of increasing status debuffs. Before we do anything else... Stone... I never got the boards. Purchased from you already. Already checked this. I've already been through all these. I know I've already been through. But I could potentially get both of these, but then we won't get the thing. So I'm just going to get our thing. No music for the battle. Awkward, quiet. Ball's gone. I don't have any way to reinforce it. Alright. It was kind of close. We did lose a hero, or a unit. It's pretty close. Oh. Oh. First boost per day is free? And it's new, so that's gonna, like, I have to do it because that's gonna increase our kingdom level. But I would actually want the lightning rod here. It's a 45% crit chance. But this is new, we have to do it. And we can boost now, for free. I still don't know what it does. We got the 4 boards there, so that you're done there. Because we need the boards for the castle gate. I don't think it's actually doing like water dousing the fire. I don't think it does anything like that. It's just wetness increases the duration of the debuff on you, all the status effects. It's just it's here's a debuff that causes other debuffs to do more, and it's named wetness. If you happen to have fire as your debuff, the fire is going to last longer because of the wetness. It's not actually putting the fire out, I don't think. Good day so far? Your in-laws adopted? Huh. First parent being in town, then we were going out for dinner for a second. You found this channel. I am so glad that after an amazing day like that, that you can have this channel be an encouragement to you. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. I still don't actually have somebody regularly making flour, but we're going to need to swap in. Maybe you do this instead for a turn? Oh, and... Okay, we still have 4 deposits there. Gotta keep up with that. And Radiance. We need to get our monk out here. So much to do. Nobody's gonna stop our ogre. Troll. Okay, some good XP. Alright, I found things. More rage! I think I've already filled that guy up though. Yeah, he's got the health. Why are we getting so much rage? Storage is full. What's up here? Oh, yes. We actually want those because it means more enemies, but I do want to make sure that we don't die from it. Try to be careful. Let's check all of our things.
I am one with the universe.
Okay, not required. We could re-roll, but not required. Okay, more cream soda. More cream soda. The passive for marksman is if an enemy is stunned, it does like bonus damage or crits or something. 30% more damage on stun. So we will benefit from stunning things. We can get more cream soda. Is there something worth buying? Tome? A staff? Do we have another? I think I have room for another staff. Alternatively, we can get the bard, but I've already got my heart set on the monk first. But I'm okay with the staff. Do we spend the gold though? Hold on. Spending gold. Cause what do you have? Ooh, remember we're trying to get our thing going. This? The bloat! The bloat's the goat! Okay, so that's exciting. We got some good stuff. We just have to prioritize our choices. Radiance! I already have one. We've already made that investment. We can get a shield, though. Absolutely get another shield there. Throw it on our tank. Who needs to be tanking? I need to move that up, but I just can't yet. Yeah, 5 gold for an ingot, but it's not an ingot that gets us there. We need a total of 5. We will have 4. So that's why I'm like not. Oh no, we've made a mistake. We're out of trees. I knew better. We are out of trees, chat. We're not going to be getting any new houses anytime soon. That is unfortunate. We have 1 rep with each. I feel like Cyclops moves slower. That might be always looking for. Do we go for these? I don't have room for them. We're doing on other deposits. 3 of those, 4 of those. Actually, that's fine because I already got that one. That was a big money timing problem we did. Ah, our armor. Because you have 108 right now. Yes, I have auto mod set to max, so. Yep. Okay, so we can get 3 stone. Is that what I need for something though? No. The war slot, so you just have to have something that needs to move there and you kind of just drop it on the slot. And they all have different prices, so you kind of always have to have the same progression unless you really need to have something up front. Like there might be a time when I'm like, nope, even though this costs 14, I'm not gonna, and I could have this one for 8, I need something up front to tank. Like there are times you'll do that, but that's kind of rare. Most of the time you're just buying whatever's the next cheapest, so I'll be buying over here next. But you just drag and drop onto it. What did we have over here again? I think we're gonna re-roll this. I could do the trees right now. Is that a good idea? Because we just fell behind. It's going to be like 3 days before we get trees. Oh yeah, you didn't. They were going to chill all game, aren't they? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to keep getting wood. What do I need? I need stone for the smelter. That's why we needed the stone. Okay, okay. I can temporarily take you. We have our food. Okay, I have 4. I could potentially get another tower. I could put my marksman in it, and I'd have a slot. We got some extra food. I'm kind of okay with this plan. What else do we need the boards for? I feel like I keep feeling like I'm buying stuff and was supposed to be saving up for something. Oh, hold on. The grower. We still have 4 deposits. We're actually doing great on those. Where are the deposits? Time out. How do you have 4 deposits? There's none around. Where are you getting your wheat from? Oh, that's 1. The wheat was 0 out of 1? Okay, all of these was 0 out of 1. I bet they regrow. I bet that's what's going on. They regrow. But I've got 10. Like, he doesn't have to be working that at all right now. I am about to spend some. I needed the monk because I needed somebody to equip this radiance. So now we've got the monk giving rejuvenate to all of my allies. And he's doing holy damage, which I need to do for my quest here. And he's going to get the radiance debuff now on enemies. But we need to just build up wood to get villagers. Like, I really, like, we're 2 weeks in, 2.5 weeks in, and I don't have a 3rd villager. Like, normally that's, I go 1, 2, 3 villagers, that's all I make. Lysander, thank you for the follow. Glad you're here. Hope you're having fun with the game. Bees are fast. We don't want to release the bees. I do kind of feel like because we've had the fish to help out, I feel like we've had the food under control. But if it was just the bread, I'm still not confident in them. Hero leveled. Oh, and, hold on. Gold. We need to challenge this thing. You cost gold, don't you? I don't have that much. Mana, though. Who uses mana? Okay, just the monk. Just the monk. It's not bad. Oh, we got our 9. I think it's, is it 12 or is it 16? It's 16 wood. How much are these? We don't need those. I don't want to forget about the bloat. Bloats are goat. And I'm only able to do that because I'm confident we're going to have a faith income. As long as you have a faith income, you can go siege, because siege upgrades with faith. So, like, if you're just not playing a faith game, don't bother with siege. Maybe you can go for like the fire debuff, or maybe you can go for just stuns, but you won't be able to really go for damage with siege. But if on the other hand you do have faith, I think siege is the way to go. Probably get back to the pirates again. Not yet, 15. How are we doing on stone deposits? And a 3. I actually have enough wheat we could upgrade the monk, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why are they building out here? Okay, I'll build this house. This is where we'll build the house. We don't have a forest. I think A-bomb being slow is my choice, my preference regardless, but we have one for that. But we've not gotten that many items since we got one like at the beginning, and that was it for them. We have a lot of items overall. What am I saying? We're fine. Okay, there's the house. Get the worker. Okay, we still have wheat, so we're gonna do this instead. I got 2 workers hanging out. Yeah, we need planks. Yeah, that's some range. I agree. Look at that. Who needs music? Oh, hold on. Level. That's why we were doing all of this. Okay. The smelter, you do have some ingots already done. You're going to go back to this because we're going to want to have ore to upgrade the house. The zombies go nuts when something comes into the back row. Stronger single target? Okay. I don't know. This is my first time playing with the marksman. However, here's my take. The marksman... actually, let me show you what my take's going to be. We have a lot of fish, by the way. I probably need to pick up the griffin. We still got 13 fish hanging out. Okay, yeah, because nobody's eating it. We're eating bread. The marksman will target whatever has the most hit points. That's huge. That you know that it's going to target whatever has the most hit points. The genie, or the djinn, targets whatever's closest. This, to me, is what matters the most, because like I want to make sure that that thing charging the front line is dying, right? It's maybe a preference thing, but I feel more comfortable with the djinn actually taking out the stuff that I want to see taken out. Whereas most hit points, obviously, he's going to not have overkill. Like he's not going to waste his shot on a worthless guy. He's going to go for the mini boss or whatever. Like he's going to, like, this is possibly more valuable on the marksman. I trust the genie though. Yeah, Jen would go for summons. But there's been a lot of times. Here's something. There's been several times where I'm fighting a boss. The boss summons little guys. Okay. The marksman will take one, like he'll consistently shoot the boss every time, and the little guys are just going to come at you. The genie is going to target each little guy in turn, take him out almost instantly, bam, 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 and in one beam kind of sweeps across and goes back to the boss. He does less damage to the boss, but he's cleared the field. Again, I trust the genie to protect and kill it, like to do what I need it to do, utility-wise and targeting. So marksman's probably, if you have a board that can protect the marksman, yeah, marksman's probably the most DPS, if all we care about is DPS. But if you're looking at like first unit, like a lot of times my very first unit has been the genie, period. And that's fine. I'm totally fine with him being my first unit. Marksman has a really fast cooldown, doesn't he? 2 seconds. Genie, I think, starts at 3. Okay. Also, is it a battle yet? No, it's still... Ooh, nice. We're gonna try this. We got some damage now, right? Oh, I could have upgraded too, but I keep forgetting. Amazing. Okay, what else do we need? Gold to send you out.
Yo ho ho!
Yeah, I was gonna get the griffin, wasn't I? I can park the griffin on the other tower or something, but I don't have the planks just yet. They're both undead. The berserkers are terrifying. And this thing has like, I don't remember what it said, but it's like 1300 health or something, but I think we've got the DPS. Yeah. Yeah, I think the genie, you can start the game with the genie. I would not want to start the game with the marksman. Where there's no other units to support. Now, that said, we do have enough to buy an upgrade. I could get whatever this extra bonus is, which might be like attack speed or might be range, actually, which we don't even need. But actually, what I've really been leaning towards is I think I want to get the storm clouds, because this is AoE. I don't really think I need the regen, but I think I want to find out what this does. I think I want to do the shock. That's what I think I want to level. Yeah, Quimmy, I agree. The marksman is probably better for the mini bosses, unless there's some mini boss out there with summons, right? But I have not seen any, so I agree. Pure DPS marksman, I think, is the answer. I said her hi and I wanted to buy the staff for here. I totally forgot. Oh my goodness. I always forget. Where's the staff?
Thank you for your help.
Mana. This staff? Staff. Did we not have? We do. Okay, so it needs 6 gold. And we got it. Thank you for that. Because Hero can do some more here. Okay. Increase area and duration. I'm all about that. We could increase the heal, but I don't think the heals matter. And the attack's faster as it's going. That makes sense. But I think 5 seconds more of everything else having 5 seconds more, whatever it is. And it's just the area. It's, yeah. In this sort of thing, area is huge. I'll take your word for it that that was an increased area. But the duration of that wetness is still going. Yeah, it was a little reminder, but huge to me. I appreciate it. Yes, they are. So we're full on fish, aren't we? I think we're just gonna go ahead and buy them. We're just gonna hang out. Are you gonna go get that? $199. So this should already unlock the challenge runs. Like we should already be able to do that. But who knows? This run might be another personal best. Who knows? Good levels? No, I don't think bloats work at all behind the line. The range is too short. I'm planning on having all three placed out front. Okay, we got this one. I don't want to have the next one be that. We're going to have the next one be, I guess, another caravan? Or we could just do this guy and get another banish, because we can do that. Do I have that? I mean, I guess I got Griffin now. Like, we've still got a few things that can take items. So let's do the caravan. Okay, we're running out of wheat. This thing's full. Trying to get, what do we need? 12 ore and 32. Yeah, like we want more. Oh, missing field. Oh, yes. Okay. Oops, I turned it off. Colossus will give us an item. So they both will give us an item, but I think Jailer is more scary.
Wow.
Yeah, she was actually clearing all of them out really, really well. Okay, a barrier. Duration, hold on. Who's got something? Nobody? Nobody's doing any duration thing? Nobody's doing duration. So we could just have stuff apply fatigue. Like I could put that on my my monk. The problem with barriers, I've already got both my tanks are filled, and I could undo them. But then what am I going to put those items on? So it's not going to be the barrier. I think it's the fatigue, reducing armor. Feeling pretty good about our DPS. I don't want to get too confident. We don't have any defense. Like, we don't have any stone for our walls. I still feel like we need more villagers, basically. Okay, there's the fatigue happening now, and then all these debuffs are lasting. We're getting more value out of them because they're lasting longer. I feel good about that, too. Yeah, it should be a penetration through. Yes, I agree. Just it would just, even if you had to slow down the attack, I think that would be great. In essence, that's what the crossbow sort of is, but it's kind of like the rapid fire thing. But you can give him the Penetrating item. Need to check what this is. Huh. So, knockback force for infantry units. Timeout. And I can't look, but I know that our ogre is rolling the we actually have a couple knockback units. Both the soldier and the ogre do knockback. Alternatively, and that's actually very tempting, and it's a new item to me, so I can get the unlock, and it's actually a little bit cheaper. The fatigue, we are now doing fatigue with our monk, and the fatigue, 4 seconds is a long time. But I don't think fatigue is all that important because, for me right now, because I'm already increasing its duration some with the wet, but also it's only on one unit, the monk, and I think lots of our damage is not physical damage needing to have armor reduced in the first place. We're doing a lot of magic. I'm going to do this. 50% knockback seems like a lot. Anything else? Stone. I might need to get that stone just to get my wall better. We already have radiance. I've already looked at all these. I just... short memory.
Indeed.
Oh.
Yes, he's very concerned. Mana would only work on our monk. I guess I'm not that concerned about that. For third tier upgrade, yeah, that'd be cool. I haven't seen the third tier. Maybe it still is. We got goodies. We got another hero. We've got a summon. Okay, okay. What do we got? I've not had this before. 18. Just spent a bunch of gold. No idea what he's gonna do. Okay, neither of them will give me an item. I think Battle Mage is easier. And this is really just based off of move speed, but supposedly I thought I heard that, you know, sometimes it's like a choice between a physical and a magic unit, and then they're weak to the opposite. So if you've got a physical army, then you want to always pick the magic, I think, and then vice versa. So I've got kind of a primarily magic army, so I want to fight physical, but this was magic. But I think in the end, it's move speed. I think it's always going to be move speed because you need to have time to hit the targets. That's just, I don't have the math on that, but that's how I feel about it. Release the zombies! Hold on. 12 for that, okay. We almost can get 2 more villagers. That'll be a big help. You get this going. I don't have a villager for it yet. It's fine. How much was this guy? 18? Yeah. We're not getting any more taxes. He's gonna be gone. We're gonna have to go to the black market. I think they leave. I don't think they stay. So I'm gonna do the extreme option here. We're going to sell our ingot because I've never had that guy before. And now we got another party member. I have no idea what you do, but welcome. I need way more gold. I need to unlock all these slots. So much more gold. Okay. I think, in fact, this just got here. We're going to increase this. Yes. And we're going to save up some wheat. We're going to build up some wheat, and we're going to get another one. We're going to get some gold generation. Okay, so you're mana-based user. We can get more mana. Duration, barrier, fatigue. Okay, so I don't even know what this guy does. Applies wetness. Okay. All right. Overheal. Why are you telling me about overheal? Because you're telling me something about the passive. We've got a clue over here, chat. Overheal. This has something to do with overheal. Yeah, so he probably has a health pool, but he can heal above it. Okay, well, he's a caster. He can go. Oops. Okay. Apply fatigue. We could have him do that as well. He didn't have a duration thing. Area targets the nearest. Nobody else has a duration. I think we learned that. And then barrier, I don't have room on this. So it is going to be fatigue. And because we've already got it on the monk, you're up. You say that you hit an AoE. I have no idea if you do or not, but it's all you. I could give him radiance as well. I think this is where the mana was.
What a lovely day.
Yeah, it costs money, and I don't have we don't have coins, so you're not going to get the mana, but you can get the radiance. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff to click. Not possible today. More goodies. Goodies. Unlock that next road. 600. We broke the 500 barriers. Now it's going to be like every 100 now. 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. Have people already made tier lists of the units? I don't know if they've made tier lists. If they have, then they were probably playing a lot of the demo, and then maybe things have changed. I'm not very good with tier lists because I tend to play for the entertainment value for you guys, not for, like, I'm trying to actually play well right here. But at the same time, I'm buying stuff to do unlocks. I'm not necessarily doing efficiency every time. And so, you know, or something might be just a meme-worthy thing, and so I'm focused on that. So I'm not really focused enough on things that are important like that to be reliable for things like tier lists. I think I will grab the Radiance, though. I have no idea if this guy's any good, but we're about to make him work. I still need money. Are we gonna make an ingot just to sell? Yeah, there are roads left to explore. This one, this one right here, I had to spend 10 golden or rainbow bricks, rainbow road up here, and then I didn't have the prestige to move. So there's that. Okay, this is out of that. 30 wood. We're actually very close there. I'm gonna do this for a second. We're gonna turn that off, and turn that on. I don't need the planks for that much more. And I'm gonna take the soldier off. You're up, dude. I don't have any idea what this guy does. Oh, there he goes. Whee! He's on a mission. Whoa! Oh my goodness! I'm glad everything's sort of... I've got regen. We got some heals. Oh no. Our sniper's hurting. He's burning. Mine shafts and wine carts. See, I don't know. I think probably. But I don't have like any math on it. The game kind of plays the cards close to his chest, right? We lost our sniper. Kind of weird without the music. Oh, we lost another guy at the last second. Applies wetness. Increase effect of wet. It's a new item. Yes. Normally it would be the duck for sure. It would absolutely be the duck. But this is a new item and we are trying to make this work. Yeah, I'm sure it helps. The question is it worth the investment? I'm sure it helps. Stop burning! Stop it! Okay, he lived. Okay, and I didn't actually get my 12, and now we're taking all of those away. All the books died. Oh, we're gonna lose lots of glory here. They're burning in the back row. They're on the bench, not even in a fight. Anything else? Yeah, there's gonna be a few things. I do need to make a siege camp, so and we're gonna actually use a lot of planks on the siege. Like we're gonna actually have a ton of siege. So that's my end game plan, and that will be a lot of planks. So I'm very confident in that. I do think that I would like to get a stable going. Get siege, stable. Is there anything else I need? I got 3 slots. We could have a portal, but I think we've got plenty of units at this point. I've never had the elemental tower. I don't know what that does. Oh, and we need the bulwark. Those are 3. The bulwark. Okay, but I can make the stable. Happiness from the tavern. Good point. Which translates to damage. Each point of happiness is a % of damage for everybody. Five deaths. So we just that's just 5 less glory, which I'm only 2 points away from being number 3 last we checked. That matters. All of those books that I haven't really used, but I was excited about getting, they better pay off. It is a lot of fish. Nobody's eating the fish. It's actually stone we need right now. Like, I need to get this going. This is huge. We almost didn't make it because we didn't have stone. For those who've joined and wasn't here at the beginning, this run, we are actually legitimately trying to make a forward momentum up the ladder. And to do that, I'm using these bonfires. I have 4 bonfires. Each one is giving me 10% more enemies, which makes the game harder, but also 10% more glory as a result of killing more enemies. So that's how I'm trying to make a higher bid for points. But we're playing hard mode, basically, as a result. I can't click another monster. Okay. So I guess no heroes can go to 3, even though they have 3 stars. Maybe that's another feature that just I haven't gotten to yet. It is time for another slot to be unlocked. He does fit on a tower. That's interesting. Like, potentially, I could put the crossbowmen... Well, whenever we decide to move this guy forward, I might even put that crossbowman up here. Although the crossbowman's only doing 10. If we leveled him to this 50, this guy's getting a 90% boost to all of his armor. It would be a lot. And I can put the Magus back here. Ooh, here we go. Nice. Okay. Do you still have deposits? You do. I've not leveled this, so that needs to be my next gold investment down here. Oh yeah, the Face Your Fear guy? That would be really interesting. And Facing My Fear might be actually unlocking the challenge mode. That might be a thing too. Okay, this would give us an item. Oh, all of our tanks are busy. The Thorns is not going to help me. Rejuvenate is the same problem, even though it's nice and it's a nice rarity, so it's going to be speed. And I wonder, throwing speed on this guy might be interesting. I don't know if it helps though. I really don't. I'm gonna do it anyway. Although I guess I could do it on our Griffin, because this increases speed as well. Like, speed might be part of his whole deal. I have no idea. But he only has one slot left, and I kind of would like that to be some damage. But I think we've already condemned him to not do damage, but he's just support. I think he's really just stuck with that. Mana would let him attack more often. Let's just do speed down here. Like, he's just a debuffer. It is kind of hilarious. Yeah, new heroes, I agree 100%. So the new items are going to give me more kingdom levels, which is going to be in turn giving me more things. So yes, there's a lot of ways you can go about it, which I love about the game. There's so many different ways that you can go, but if you are willing to try more variety, you will be rewarded. Okay, I was saving up for the stone, I believe. Let's not forget that. And then the faith. Let's look around. One faith for every 5 fields. Is it going to ever pay me back the 24 I'm investing? I don't know, but I'm going to get it anyway. Now we need more fields. It'd have to be a lot because there's only like 8 days left. Something to... We're doing some crits. Yeah, that's some lightning. I'm getting a lot of wood. Where's the planks? Hey Badger, thank you for the follow. Glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying the game. I've been having a blast. Oh. Well, we can get that item anyway. I don't know who needs it, but we have it. I like to collect them. It's really not a bad run at all for being a brand new hero that couldn't bring items with them. Not bad. Pirates are back! With goodies. And another magnet. I've got one or two. I don't really have anyone. I mean, I could get the knight. I never actually did, but I don't want to. Nobody needs rejuvenate. I could. Nobody else. Yeah, I don't have a reason for getting that. Oh, well, I don't regret it. Nice, at 16, that is our castle wall. Should have had that a long time ago. Okay, for me, I almost always lose against the headless. We're gonna go with the other one. This is already, like, it's still a problem. In fact, we're gonna upgrade somebody with ingot. I could save it and upgrade our buddy here, but I think right now I wanna upgrade a unit here. We could also just do this guy. He's brand new to me. We don't know what any of this does. Faster attack. Oh, you found the YouTube video. Awesome. Few videos at the time that were long form. That I'm so glad. Like I work 3 jobs. I work at a church, I work at a nonprofit in our community, and then I work on stream. And I've got 4 kids. And a wife, and a couple of cats, and so aside from just using that to be an introduction, it also means I have no time for lots of video editing. I actually thoroughly enjoy making shorts, making, you know, the fancier video type, but really, I just can't do it. I've had to admit that about myself. So the long form is essentially where, you know, we're streaming, we're doing this together, and I can basically just say, hey, I'm gonna put this out there for anyone who might have missed it, and kind of make them feel like they've been part of it. But I can't really take the time to make it anything other than long form. So you get your 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour video, and some people want to just play it in the background, and so it fits. So it's awesome. Also gonna upgrade our monk, I think. And our crossbowman. And we could still do another one if we want, but I'd like to get one of these guys maxed out. Okay, so how many workers? This is almost out, so I do need to go back to that. I still don't know how much fish I need to have, because the bread isn't necessarily... Like, I could have more workers doing all these. I could just do more of them, but it's a weird balancing act. I'm gonna leave him as is for a minute. I might be able to not do the wheat for a second. I'm gonna let him gather and bring it back, and then we'll switch him, I think. There. We have a lot of status debuffs going on. We're going into endgame mode, getting our siege weapons up and running. A little worried about this flank here. They're getting close. I don't like it. They're not even on enrage. Here they are. I don't like this. We might need to upgrade somebody. Ooh, we did get that. Beer, yes, that's free every time. I forgot. We get a free one. We got an item for this. What does it do? I don't know. But we're doing it. See, I can see a little animation over here. Boosted. Did only one guy get the boosted? I think only one guy got the boosted. Okay, so that's why you need a lot of them, is because you need the Griffin is on a rampage. We will just believe that mattered. Moving faster. Yes. That's what we needed. Our walls were destroyed, though. I very much need to finish up the castle. And we need to build the bulwark. Could have done that last round and not cut it so quite so close. I have another bloat. I can't put any of them out there. How am I feeling about bread? I still don't like it. Because I don't feel like I can balance this. It's so many workers. And they're not having the same cadence. So yeah, I still don't like it. Yeah, it's an extra XP. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and that's probably helping a lot. But it's not everybody either. Like, only half my guys are getting it. Focus on getting more stone. I guess I could put rejuvenate on. I'm not getting items. Like, I could potentially put on my marks. He's got the least health, I think. We had that fire kill him. Like, I could think about it in those terms.
Why?
Ooh, I would like the mana on our mage. What was the other thing I wanted gold for? Was it just for this? I don't remember now. It was like 30 seconds ago. Obviously, that's too long for me to remember. We're out of rocks. We never got the geologist. So stones are going to be slow. That's all that's going to be. I might be able to just buy a couple and get us another wall. Ooh. But he's going to cost way more than the 3. He's probably up to 4 or 5. 4. Bow, though. Bow on our crossbowman? Or our marksman? What I'd like to do is I'm going to swap, because it might be only picking the left target whenever it does that. We're going to see if it's always that spot. And then if that's the case, do I buy? A lizard! Yeah, this? Yeah, I have to have 25 animals. There's all these quests that I just haven't been able to get around to doing. Like, I definitely could do this. Build 5, have 5 destroyed palisades. So that's just the siege mode here, and have been building 5 of them and then letting them get destroyed. So that's like on a throwaway run, we can do that. But I haven't unlocked it yet because every run is like a record run. There's no time. These aren't short runs. There's the stone though. That's actually probably priority for our money. That's priority. Because I need to get the walls. I feel like we're pushing our luck. I'm gonna go Gremlin because that'll get us an item. Burn? Burn on our floaty guy. Because he's doing AoE. Yeah. And he's yeah. It's fine. It's the old fire water. Ah, it's still sitting over there. Okay. Orange cat is here. We got 6. Am I focused on leveling this guy still? I still need to unlock that. That won't happen until the boss day, but it might. And it is that the only one that I haven't unlocked? No, I haven't unlocked the marksman either, but oh, I have unlocked the marksman. I think it's the only one I haven't unlocked. Technically the monk, but monk is wheat, so yeah, we're gonna keep doing this guy. First boost is free, right? Nope, it's just always gonna be the Griffin, apparently. Did that cost me or was that free? Should have been free. Missing wheat. Huh, that's a problem. I had one. Okay, thank you. So it does cost 12 to add another one. You have... yeah, he's pretty tanky. Of course, that thing's immediately dying. Oh! I don't want to put catapult up. Trebuchet, forgive me. Our hero's still leading the way on the DPS. Well, we have all DPS items too. Ooh. I have one, but I think he's already full? Yeah, he's full. I don't think anyone else is a summoner. I don't think we have any other summoners. Paul, good to have you. Thank you for the follow. We are ever closer to the follower goal. I think we're like 70 away from the big 2,000. So thank you for the follow. The mushrooms will give us an item. Let's do it. Magnet. That's true. We could. Apply shock or range. Ooh. So shock is going to increase chance to receive critical hits. Range is obvious, but it's 30%. Now, right now we are applying some shock with our Stormcaller. I want to move my Swordsman further up. Who would need the range the most? The Monk maybe, because he's doing a lot of debuffs for me. The Troll's attack rolls across the battlefield, so like as soon as he fires the first shot, he's firing. I would think probably the Monk. But we actually have redundancy with his debuffs that he's providing, so I don't think that's all that important to me. I think I'd much rather have somebody doing shock. Now, again, that might be the Monk just because of slots, but we do have Magnet. I'm pretty happy. You're right that we could do the Magnet on him, get the fire off of him, and put that on somebody else. The question is who? Yeah, I think that's worth it. Yeah, but the Swordsman, who else is going to get the armor, though? Like, he's actually pretty fine with his 150 shield. The Overshield is 5 more. The 30% is... You know, they're not starting at... What are they starting at? 90 or something? So, it's comparable. It's comparable. But whereas shock is like a whole new status effect we can get thrown on there. We've got a little bit, but we can have more now. So I think shock is more important to me on an AoE than the burn is actually good too, because it's, you know, on one unit it's not going to do a lot. I guess the question I have now is, does the Griffin, when it drops a unit, applying stun to all, is that stun going to, I guess we can just use our magnet and find out, but is that going to cause a burn? Let's just do this for a sec. See if he burns in an AoE or not. And also, before I get too carried away, is there anything else down here? We're trying to make ingots. We're running out of that. Yeah, I'll put the shock. If it works, I'll put the shock on him. That burned. The target's burning, but only the target right now. Let's try it again. Yeah, nothing else is burning, so I'm not excited about it. Not excited about it. It'll be the same problem with the shock. So I'm just going to throw... I think shock is more important to me. I'm just going to leave the fire on him. No, we're having area burn from other effects. So like before everything showed up with everything else burning, which everything's burning now. I think that's the Magus doing all that. He's causing burn. It's like here's our guy, he's picking it up. It's hard to see. They're all on fire. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys stunned there, but not burning. See how they're getting affected by the stun. Oh, it's boosting a different guy. We need to remember that every time. I appreciate the reminder. We need a shields up. So the channel, we've got channel points. There's like a really low-cost channel point that's for shields up. And that's because I'm forgetful there too. So I play Mechabellum. It's another game. It's an auto battler that's a PvP game. And try to be fairly competitive, but I'm not. And so, but I do need help. And so I need chat to remind me to use shields, because I'll forget all the time. Oops, what did I just spin that? Look, almost died. It's not that much armor. He is doing 20. I can give 20 armor, which makes him go from 150 to 190. That is a fair amount. And then you go up here. You go over here. I think this is because I could have the troll can go on the tower, but I actually need him to defend. Intense. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff all over the map. I don't know if I am, but I feel like I am. No. Though, how are we doing on do we actually have a guy collecting? We do. I know I've checked these before. I just don't have money for that. Any weaknesses? Good question. I feel like we can kind of manage food, but I also feel, okay, I feel like we have no defense. If they get past all of our, offensive push here, which they've been getting close, I feel like we just crumble. We got one more tower to build. I'm not going to do that. And we're also getting an extra 50% armor, and we used it all, So my big thing is I need to have more offense. We're going to get the rest of our trebuchets up and running. So they're getting decent attack. Yeah, Kwame, like, this is doable. This is doable. Number 1 was what, 580 something? Rank 1 is plausible. That was the last time I checked. I mean, it's been a couple hours. Somebody else might have beat it. I don't know. We're just playing. But it's crazy that we're able to do a competitive run only because nobody else has really had the time. So, like, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. I'm milking it for what it's worth. Somebody else knows this game far better, and they are going to do far better. They just have to grind through all those levels, and it's just a time investment. I've had a head start. So I'm under no illusion that I'm like the best player. I've just had a head start, and I'm trying to make the most of it and having fun along the way. Normally it's the observer, but I think we're going to go for one of the forest guys, and rogue sounds like they're fast and stabby stab, and that doesn't sound pleasant, so I'd much rather be haunted, I guess. Almost get our guy maxed out, though we won't be able to. We don't know what it is. I don't think we can max him out until we've unlocked it. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's because we can. That's just the passive that gets unlocked. Yeah. Yeah, I can do it. Yay. Archmage. Every 1 second. That's a lot. That's a lot of bombs, and I'm curious to see what this overheal means. Because he's generally, as a flying unit, he's generally not getting attacked. Our swordsman is about dead, and that might be the whole line falling. That's a huge problem. I just boosted. Was the 3? Wasn't there an item? Can't afford it. We wanted it, but can't afford it. We can just boost again. That is true. That is true. If I grab this, I can immediately build a ballista. How am I pausing? Spacebar. You can pause up here too. Are you playing this whole game without pausing? Rasha? You should have said it in the tutorial. It says it at the bottom of the screen all the time. You're playing ultra hard mode. Respect, respect. Okay, so sorry. I think we're gonna pull all the stops here. I think we're gonna do the ballista. That castle's dying while we wait for that little animation. Hey. Yay. Oh my goodness. They're not even enraged. Like, there's no way. This one's not happening. Yeah. K will swap between gathering gold and gathering faith for your taxes. You can see the little arrow up top, and it just swaps that. Wow. Okay. I think it's gonna be more important to give 2 units the tier 1 upgrade than waiting on that tier, the max tier. Pretty good. It's not over. It's not over. We had our rerolls. Like we didn't use up all of our banishes. We got 2 more tries. This and 1 more. Not over yet. Nothing is over. I don't need that kind of negativity. We've got ways. There's still options. We might have an uphill battle. How much does that cost for a 6? I could sell an ingot. I don't know. I wish I knew how much the boost was doing, because I really don't know, and I don't know how long it lasts. I know nothing about the boost. Maybe, can somebody in chat find out? Because I could invest in the boost. Now that was with the ghost. We're gonna change the enemy. And this is why I feel like we still have a fighting chance, because just change the enemy. Where did my trebuchet go? The ballista that I bought, like that whole day is reset. The whole day. So I bought the ballista, and now this round I have not yet bought the ballista, but we got them coming. Why is it always those guys? Is it just the guys on the walls? What's the deal? Kind of holding off. I don't know if we've got something good going or if it's just amassing. Like, that's the thing about these guys, is they take forever, but they build. Like, there's just so many. Which is why I wanted the trebuchets here. Like, I feel better going into the nightfall than we were last time, but it still is a lot. Yeah, we have 40% more enemies. That's, it is a significant amount. Do I have... Who's my lowest... What was my most recent guy? Is it this guy? 5? I think... Yeah. Level 6 now. Might help. I think we're gonna get through. How are we looking on everything else? I need to keep getting trees. Got this. Yes. Yes. Storage is full. Temporarily get me more trees. I would love to get... Oh, we actually have 2. Let's get this. I never got a prospector, so I don't have extra miners. So part of this might have been the choices I made, but I think the biggest one is the fact that we just had a different enemy type, and that saved the day. We did invest in like the boost, and it looks like it's still going, so that's good to know that it's the full round. But I think it was mostly just a different enemy type saved the day there. Even AFK for a few hours. We'll place on the board. So, before... Okay, the story. When the board first emerged, like 2 days ago, I didn't know that they were even going to have them, and I found out that my first run on stream, what was it, Tuesday? We got 5th place. Yesterday, we bumped that up to 4th place, and then since then, the game has gone live, and more people are playing, and now we got dropped down to 7th. We played twice today. The first game today, we got back to 5th. And now, we're pushing. The first place, when I last checked, before this run, which was hours ago, the first place was like 560, no, 586, I think. 586. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but I do think we at least have an opportunity here. We're at least able to beat our own score. That's possible, perhaps even likely, that we beat our own score. In fact, I think I just did. I think my own score was 508. And I've still got 2 days left. I think we just beat our own score, and if true, then we just moved to 4th because we were tied. We were 5th, 4th place was the same score, so I think we just jumped actually to 3rd. If nothing changed, and everyone's playing games, so things are changing. But if nothing changed, I think we just jumped to 3rd just now. The number in reference to the counter in the upright. Yes, that's glory, which is now this number right here. That's the trophy in the upper right is glory, which is here. And you're getting that based off your kills. I am currently playing with plus 40% enemies, making runs really hard, but that's 40% more glory, which is why we're trying to make this push for 1st place. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh. I think it's lightning rod. Shock. 20% more shock. That's crit chance. The tension is real. Like, it is. This is... Now, again, once the rest of the world has had the amount of time, I've had an extra week. As a content creator, I've had an extra week. Give everyone else a week, they're going to blow my number away. I don't mind. They've earned it. I never get to see, I never get to be on these ladders, so this is just fun. And hey, look at this. Progress. Been a while. Whoa. Field 5 mage units. Probably close. Is this the witch's house? So I have to do all the rest of... I have to do these other ones, which actually I could do one right now. If I remember where she went. We just did that. She moved down here, didn't she? Yeah, there she is. She's up to 40, though. Okay. Now? 3. Is that 3 days? Oh, there's only 2 days left. Of course. All right, all right. Fair enough. Okay, we still want more siege, so we still want to keep getting wood. I could have done that, but no, we helped the witch. Wood and stone. Not that much stone. In fact, we probably already have in storage. No, we need one more. There's one traveling. We need... Wait a minute. We only need 4. So no, we are good on stone. You're done. We just need another 10 boards. Honestly, it would be nice to get some more wheat to level up our duder. What is his name? The the monk. Missing gold. I'm going to leave those guys mining that. In fact, that might be what we need to do. Get more gold, because there are 2 deposits plus the mine. The mine! But temporarily, I can have you getting wheat. Okay, now we have enough ingots to level up one guy, but I think we still need to... I don't know. Because we have already technically seen that, so when this gets unlocked, will it just show what all those are? I don't know. Like, we won't know until tomorrow morning. And I guess I can wait that long. Why does it always boost the Griffin? He doesn't do damage. But we should have a lot more crits because of that item. To gather faith so we can keep upping the damage of these things. The siege weapons are where it's at now. After this day, like, we'll probably look, and I bet the siege weapons are top DPS. Well, maybe not next to our hero. Our hero's doing a lot. But everyone else... $16 food for the monk. Marksman for the boss. That's a good call. That's an excellent call. And we're going to add the rejuvenation to the marksman. Because he keeps dying. Excellent call. Kind of surprised we haven't had any in a little while. Any events? See, everyone's still eating fish. So all this effort to create bread, and like 3 guys are getting it. And it's using half my population to do it. I still don't like bread.
My spirit is strong.
Allies plus 3 mana? Huh. Had nothing to do with regen at all. Why did it say regen? See, I was saying overheal? Why are you saying overheal? Okay, so it's increasing the effect to 3. It was 1. But now it's 3. The problem is he's the only mana person No, I have 2. Alright, but I don't feel like I need that to be my maxed thing. In fact, we already see what it is. I'm glad for that. We can already see what it is. Hee hee! Thank you for the follow. Glad you're here. This is a pivotal moment. We're on the last day. Or at least the pre-boss here. So we're going to... There's our marksman. Level the marksman. Now the max level doesn't matter that much, I don't think, because we're not gonna... You can't stun the boss. But I am gonna throw this on you to keep him going. And we're gonna upgrade this. In case anyone's curious, they're doing 56 damage right now. The bloats are doing 32. And for what it's worth, the ballista's 18. 70. 39. Like these are not insignificant when it's all this AoE. Like it's a decent amount. Now I have enough gold to be dangerous. We could do something. Like I could potentially get another bloat. And maybe that's what we do. But it's not gonna be good against a boss. Boards. If we get boards, we might be able to get another ballista in time. But again, the ballistas aren't that great against bosses either. The movement pattern is different, but they don't often hit. I don't know if there's that much I can do. We can basically use our boosts. Trying to get the wheat maxed out here. Okay. Happiness. You are a genius! Okay, 8 boards, but we only have the 3. We can get 2 more, but I don't know. We have to wait and see if we're going to get 2 more, or 3 more after that. Yeah, we're not going to have any of the boards before it mattered. Our tower health is dropping faster than his health. I can get 7 boards for 4% more damage. I think there's a road? Hold on, you're right. 500? Dark Eden. This is the road. I took so long to get this. This was the road that we were stumped on. And we can see the stats of the boss too. Okay, so he has no armor, but he's all resist. Good to know. Wow. Okay, thank you. That still says 3. It must be 3 more times I have to help the witch instead of 3 days. Right now we're just looking around. Is there anything I can get to save the day? Because we're losing the race. We're losing the race right there. I got 1 more reroll. But we're losing the race. Boosts. Okay, we did get a boost on the marksman. That's good. Okay, it's now. I think it is attack speed because he's normally 1.2. Now he's 0.84. So what is it going to be? Like 30% faster attack speed? The marksman might just be enough. I don't know. He's doing some deeps. Losing books. I think we'll get there. Oh, chat. Is it enough? 569. How much do you get from beating the boss? Fully applies wetness. I think we already are. Oh, yeah, the XP building could have done something. The Magus. But he wouldn't have leveled because he's already... we leveled him last time. He just hit level 6. We're going to lose a couple of our... Because we lost guys, we're going to lose a couple of whatever glory we were going to get. We're losing -2 right there. So 577 is what we're going to end up with. We're going to be second place. So we get 20. 587. Wait a minute. How much did he have? Did he have 586? I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes. We got to do this last run. Last round, day X. This might have just been world number 1. And it will almost immediately, like I said, like the only reason why is not because I'm a superior gamer. It's only because I've had an extra week longer than everyone else, just about. So I'm just enjoying it and milking it because it's just kind of a unique thing. It'll be gone in a day. So now it's kind of a bonus round. Now we can farm for some shards. So yeah, we started with 8. We should get a bunch here. Dixonator, you just came from the YouTube channel, and this is the run! This is the run! I'm so glad you're here! Wow, we just got like 40. Well, 38. That was okay, I'll take 38, thank you very much. Okay. And for good measure, upgrade those again. We leave them in good hands. Extra 51, yeah. Alright, my work here is done. I don't know what the stats were, and remember, that was like 4 hours ago when everything's rapidly changing. So it's entirely possible somebody else has swooped in and already moved the bar higher. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Kingdom level 25 is actually a big one, I think. Because there was a couple of roads that needed that. Here we go. We're gonna find out. Oh no! It was 596, not 586. And 3 more people. No, I'm back to 7. There's this. We were. If we had gotten it, we would have been number 6, and that's actually less than when we started that run because so many people are playing. That's okay. Pride comes before the fall. We didn't need it. We did not need it. Wow. So can we not scroll this because I want to see how much number 1 has. That's huge. Still, we jumped just now from 508. Yeah, we were tied with the captain, and somebody else tied with us. And we just jumped 80 points. Like, that's still pretty huge. Pretty huge. But you can't actually see the whole leaderboard, I don't think. No, tab shows your friends list, and I have no friends. No friends. Oops, right click just reloads that. So surely they'll make it to where you can see it all, like that's fine. So we worked all day, and we actually ended up at a, and we beat our scores every run all day, except we're at a lower spot than when we started, and that's only because everyone's got their hands on it. And I applaud them all because that's a lot of work. What we just did was a lot of work, which means they've blown that out of the water. That's a lot of work. Check if curse is unlocked. That's a good question. Let us see. Aha! There's a candle. What do I do with it? Okay. So it's an extra 20%. So if we were to go again, not that we will, if we were to go again, we could do the exact same thing with 4 bonfires for 40%, and we get another 120%. And I don't know, but it's possible that our bonfires would be multiplicative rather than additive with that. 120% monster stats, that's terrifying. Event chance, that's good. Weather chance, not good. And then the villain butcher attacks, I don't even know, which means we're going to have to stream this again, guys. We're going to have to do this. It's not today, but hopefully next week we'll have a chance to stream this again. This is a blast. I'm having a lot of fun. But that's going to be it for today, I think. We could, just to show people, because some people have been wondering, what do these rainbow bricks do? Aside from opening up the stump, which took us forever, their main use is actually right here in the armory. So I'll show you that. So reaches a new item in your armory. You spend 1, and then out comes, okay, another staff. I don't want to keep researching. I want to see what the armory has. Which I don't think I can do. Okay. Well, actually, I think I can if I do this. So I actually have like 3 staffs now, because I've got 1 here, and I could add 2 more. So, fine. I could start a run with 3 staffs on my hero. That's not a terrible thing. But basically, there's this inventory that you could potentially start with custom weapon choices, custom equipment choices, and you just have to earn them in the armory, which is cool. Discord channel question, Zerg. There was briefly a question, and I think in either the Discord channel or in the you had one in our PMs or DMs, whatever it is, with in the messages, and then I think you deleted that, so I hadn't seen it. And yeah, good point, Hilholm, about having other people. So on my Discord channel, before we head out. For anyone who is interested here, I'll share the Discord link. But in addition to gaming on Twitch and putting the occasional video out on YouTube, I have a Discord channel where we not only talk about games and share memes and whatever our art happens to be, and different things we're doing in life. I want to be available to you for anyone who would like to ask for prayer, or maybe to have questions that you would like some answers to from a faith perspective, from a pastor's perspective. So I've got a whole section on that, Q&A, prayer requests. I'm not the only one who'll be praying for you. We've got a whole group of people. Zerg here will be praying for you. So it's a wonderful place of encouragement and find some community, and we're building it with you. So you're welcome to join us over on the Discord. Here's the link. It's easier to type without a cat on my keyboard. Yeah, Hidasha, we got to, we have our highest score we've ever had. It would have been rank 2 had nobody else been allowed to play. But they were allowed to play. It actually was 80 points higher than the previous game. It was a massive improvement. It's just that in the meanwhile, people got 200 points higher on their games. It's a race. And it's a race I don't intend to win, but it was fun to try. We've had a great time. So thank you everyone for hanging out, for being here. I've appreciated the new follows. We've had a great time with you all. Hopefully you'll stick around for more streams. You'll visit again. Spend your time with me. So thank you for all of that. Once again, we have our Discord there. We've got YouTube. I do have a Patreon where I share kind of some of the questions and answers in a blog format. I don't have anything to be paid for there. It's just a way for me to consolidate. So there it is. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a pleasant evening. So good night and God bless.